Okay, you ready to get started? This next section, I'm going to be presenting you with a whole range of evidence about why phonological awareness skills are important. And I think by the end of it, you'll be convinced that this is a really valuable thing to do at your centre. So please don't skip this section. Sometimes we think, oh, that's a bit boring, let's get on to the practical. But please spend a bit of time on the next lessons, learning about the evidence that shows that if a child has phonological awareness skills on school entry, they're much more likely to go on to become a successful reader. And that's what this is all about. So yes, work your way through. I'll be giving you a range, as I said, a range of evidence, activities and reasons for doing this. There'll be some worksheets you can download. And as always, I keep banging on about it. You'll notice throughout the program that I keep encouraging you to involve parents and carers so that I think some of this early stuff is important, and it'll really sort of come together about why you're doing it. Sounds good to me. So what is phonological awareness, and why would you consider teaching this in your service or setting? Phonological awareness is the understanding that words are made up of smaller parts such as syllables and sounds. It's a potent predictor of literacy success. Children who have phonological awareness on school entry are more likely to be successful readers. Children who have phonological awareness understand that words are made up of sounds and that sounds can be blended together to make words. And they can use letter sound knowledge to learn to read and to blend words and make words. Children who don't have these skills on school entry are more likely to have difficulty learning to read, and may quickly fall behind. The great news is that phonological awareness can be taught to children, and that early childhood centres are the ideal place to teach them. All right, we've talked a little bit about the definition of phonological awareness. Let's take a moment to look at what these skills look like in the children that you're working with. So an early phonological awareness skill is when children start to become aware of words, and they'll be able to start to segment sentences into words. Children will start to be able to track words in a sentence when you're reading to them, so they'll be able to follow along with you and put their finger on the words in a book. Include a responsiveness to rhyme. Children really enjoy listening to rhyme and beginning to say some rhyming words, and they'll enjoy activities that involve rhymes. Children are responsive to alliteration. So alliteration is where most or all of the words in a sentence start with the same beginning sound, such as 6 slithering snakes. And children who are starting to enjoy listening to alliteration in books are starting to have awareness that words have a beginning sound. Children will be able to start to segment one-syllable words into onset and rhyme. And no, it's not a spelling mistake. I will be talking more about onset and rhyme in the next unit in the evidence and definition section. But onset and rhyme is a way of segmenting a syllable into smaller parts. So in the one-syllable word star, you can segment it down to its first part, or its onset, st, and its rhyme, r, which is the second part, st, r. And children can start to segment and then blend those sounds back together to make the word. So this is another example of a phonological awareness skill. So take some time now to familiarise yourself with these new terms. There are worksheets and activities you can work through for each unit, and please do take the time. It will really help you cement these new skills into your vocabulary. Thank you.